Hey guys, Steve Welch, Beeman Toyota in Nashville. I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you about the 3G that is getting ready to shut down on a lot of vehicles. And I know there's going to be some people out there say old news. I do realize that, and it has been in the works for a long time, but there are still some people that don't know how it will affect their vehicle. What I have here is a list of every manufacturer, pretty much, with the exception of a couple, but most every manufacturer, and which vehicles it will specifically affect, and some of their information from it. So I've gotten some of my information from Consumer Reports. I've also gotten some of my information here from MSNBC. Main part I'm going to be working with here is an article dated on January 16th from MSNBC, and it was the byline is Tom Huddleston Jr. So definitely want to give them credit because they've given me some of this information here that I pulled off of their website. So basically, 3G used to be it. 3G used to be the thing, right? And it was, the big deal when it came out on everybody's phone. Everybody knew you wanted a 3G phone. Well, we're up to 5G, and apparently 6G's coming from what I've read on some of this stuff too. So, 3G is going to be shutting down. All your major networks are shutting down their 3G. They're calling it sunsetting it, but shutting it off. Sunset means it goes away, I guess. So basically, if you have an old phone that's on 3G and that's the best it can do is 3G, it don't work anymore. So you're gonna need a new phone, right? All right. So, but most of them that you bought within the last decade, so from 2010 on, will actually be 4G capable. So until probably they shut that down, who knows? All right, but. So my point is, so the 3G shutdown is going to affect dozens of vehicles, and the release date of those vehicles will have been sometime between 2010 and 2021. So some of them are as late as 2021, which is obviously pretty recent, right? So some cars will lose the ability to update your location and traffic data while navigating. Others will be unable to connect with your smartphone or voice assistants or emergency call services. So if you're driving certain models from Honda or Nissan or Volvo, you might need to act before AT&T's shutdown date. It says in February. I actually looked up the date. It's February 22nd is the date that it looks like they'll shut down the AT&T system. So, but you'll have to act before then. Verizon online brands like Toyota and Lexus have more time. Verizon says by December 31st. I know that Toyota is saying November 1st. So there's kind of conflicting dates there, but Verizon said everything will be shut down by December 31st. Toyota is saying you have until November 1st. And then T-Mobile and Sprint, they're shutting down their networks. It says between March and July. According to what I've seen online, it says by March 31st. So it's actually going to be closer to the March number than that, obviously, than the July. So now some of the manufacturers have actually released which cars are going to be affected, and that's what I'm going to come to you here. So like I said, I'm a Toyota guy, of course, but I'm going to go over everything. This is going to be in alphabetical order. So if you're looking for yours and you have a later letter in the alphabet, you can skip forward to get to that, or just watch the whole video. We'll have some fun, right? All right, so it says that Bentley and Stellantis have acknowledged that some of their cars will be affected, but have declined to specify which models. So I don't have that information on those two, but so here we go. So the Acura, all right, Acura is the first one here. So the MDX models produced between 2014 and 2017. The ILX produced between 2016 and 2017. The RDX 2016 and 2017. And then it also says RDX 2019 through 2021. So it's probably a body style change. So that's in there. But then it says the RLX 2014 to 2016. The TLX 2015 to 2017. And the NSX 2017. All right. Acura's website identifies 7 different vehicle models with Acura Link features running on 3G, including real-time traffic and maintenance reminders, emergency calls, and enhanced roadside assistance services, as well as some personal concierge services. The Japanese luxury brand, which is owned by Honda, says drivers should contact a dealer to update their car's hardware if they want to continue using those services after the 3G network shuts down. Keep in mind when they mention hardware or software, and most of you probably know this, but I'm going to mention it just in case you don't. Hardware is a piece of equipment. Software is basically something that runs inside of it. So if they can download something to the current hardware, that would be a software update. If they say a hardware update, it means they have to change a component. So whether it's the receiver, whether it's the head unit, who knows exactly what they mean by update your hardware, but you kind of get the gist of where I'm coming from there. But if it says hardware, you've got to change something. But I will add to that means that it's possible that you can do it. So some of them are saying it's not possible, can't change it, can't fix it, it's just going away. Some of them are saying that. Other ones are saying hardware, other ones are saying software. So pay attention to that as we go forward here. So now Audi the A3 e-tron, 2016 to 2018, the A4 all-road, 2013 to 2018, the A5, 2013 to 18, the A6, 2012 to 15, the A7, 2012 to 2015, and the A8, 2012 to 2018. The RS5, 2019, the Q3, 2015 to 2018, the Q5, 2013 to 2018, and the Q7, 2012 to 2018. For each of the 10 Audi models that will be affected by the 3G shutdown, Audi's website offers an overview of connected features that will be lost, from online roadside assistance and stolen vehicle locator functions to real-time fuel price and traffic information. All right, so that's obviously going to be an issue. So if you're used to using that on those vehicles, it's no longer going to work. All right, so they advise owners to visit a dealer and have their 3G hardware deactivated. Otherwise, the shutdown will cause the vehicle to display a warning message and emit an audible chime to warn the driver that it is not connected to emergency services and the emergency services are not available. In December, Audi auto software company Mojo also announced a hardware update that should allow owners of the affected vehicles to connect to the 4G network. So once again, that is a hardware update, so that is a component that you'd have to put in there. But looks like a bigger deal on Audi. All right, so BMW. So BMW published a FAQ that not all vehicles equipped with 3G telematic devices or retrofitted 2G vehicles will be completely disconnected from its connected drive and BMW assisted services. The page declined to identify which models were included, but according to the drive, you're safe if your car has a 19 or later BMW. So I'm guessing the drive is probably a website, but BMW said it would contact affected owners to inform them if their car is eligible for a free upgrade, but not all cars will be eligible. So maybe you get it. If they can update it, that's probably a software update. So if they can update it, they probably will. General Motors, so GM. Even the relatively new General Motors cars might be affected. Last year, GM and its OnStar connected feature platform announced that the 3G shutdown will affect certain 2015 model year and newer GM vehicles. In October, GM began offering wireless software updates to prepare its fleet for the shutdown, which OnStar says will occur in February. According to OnStar, the update occurs automatically for some cars, while others receive a prompt on the dashboard to accept the installation of the software update. So once again, software, it's an update, all right? So the updates will continue until all affected vehicles have been successfully updated, OnStar says, all right? So that's from General Motors, that's an OnStar thing, so it looks like they should be able to push an update over the air to you. So this doesn't even say that you need to go to the dealership, so definitely know that with General Motors. So Honda, all right? So the Acura Touring 2018 through 2020, the Odyssey Touring and Elite versions 2018 through 2020, the Insight Touring 2019 through 2020, the Passport Touring and Elite versions 2019 through 21, Pilots Touring Elite Black Edition versions 2019 through 21. All right, Honda identifies February 22 as the date that the 3G will shut down in a handful of its models. The company is also offering a wireless software update that should re-enable cars features like remote locking, enhanced roadside assistance, and Wi-Fi hotspots. So, and you'll notice, by the way, that it's certain ones. Part of that is actually, when it comes to all of these, part of that is going to be that there's not every car was equipped with it. So a lot of times for a lot of these manufacturers, the upper trim levels were the only ones that got something like that. So depending on what they produced with it, then it could be more or less cars based off of that. All right, so Lexus. Obviously Lexus is, owned by Toyota, of course. So according to Lexus, all models produced by the Toyota and luxury brand between 2010 and 2017 will be affected, along with the GX models from 2018. The shutdown for those cars' connected services will come on October 31st of 2022, at which point features like automatic collision notification, enhanced roadside assistance will stop working permanently. So far, Toyota and Lexus have not announced any plans for a software or hardware upgrade. All right, so some of what I know, by the way, is that Toyota, they don't have an update. I don't think they plan on doing one to those cars, as far as I know, at this point, of course. So, of course, we're into first part of February here, so that's where I'm speaking as of right now. So, now I will mention too, when it comes to Toyota and Lexus, people are like, how come so many Toyota and Lexus are actually affected? And it's because of the SOS button, that collision notification, and the safety button that you have in there. Toyota went through and put them into almost every car they had to try to make it to where people could be as safe as possible. So I know that that's a reason, and I know that I'm not just jumping up and down for Toyota. I'm not supposed to be, of course, but Toyota did it on a lot more vehicles than everybody, so they're going to be affected a lot more with some of the vehicles because they put it in so many cars. All right, so that being said, it's not you're not going to lose most of your integrated stuff. Most of the things that you're going to lose usually is going to be that the crash notification, the vehicle. The stolen vehicle locator, automatic collision notification, roadside assistance via the button is probably going to be the majority of what you'll lose, actually. So now we're on to Nissan. All right, so Nissan, the Altima 2016, 2017, the GTR 2017 and 18, Maxima 2016 and 17, the 17 Murano, the 17 Pathfinder, the Rogue 2016 and 2017, the Rogue Sport 2017 and 2018, the Nissan Sentra 2016 through 2018, the Titan 2016 through 2017, and the Titan XD 2017 model, and then certain 2011 through 15 Leaf electric vehicles will, it says, with the upgraded 3G telematics units. In December, Nissan told Jalopnik that its affected vehicles will lose 3G connectivity with AT&T shutdown in February, which once again is on the 22nd of February. Company has contacted vehicle owners to inform them of the issues. If you own one of the above models and you haven't heard from Nissan, the company recommends calling 855-426-6628 to verify if your car is affected. So if you're a Nissan customer, 855-426-6628, you can verify that. Nissan has not announced any plans to offer software or hardware upgrades to affected owners. All right, so once again, like I said, some of that stuff isn't going to make any sense to do. I mean, and some manufacturers might say, just buy a new car, right? Hey, sales guy, right? Anyway, all right, so Porsche. So the Porsche 911 2017 through 19, the 918 Spyder 2014, The 718 is 2017 through 2021. The Cayenne is 2015 through 2019. The Macan is 2017 through 2018, and the Panamera is 2014 through 2018. Porsche vehicles above will lose the 3G connectivity on February 22nd, cutting off the various remote, safety, and security features according to the company's website. Porsche adds that some, but not all vehicles will be eligible for a technology upgrade to keep those connected features working. The company says it will notify owners by email if their vehicles are eligible for an update. So watch for that email if you own a Porsche. All right, Subaru. All right, the Subaru Crosstrek, 2016 through 2019, the Forester, 2016 through 2018, the Legacy, 2016 through 2018, Impreza, 2016 through 2018, the WRX, 2017 through 2018, WRX STI, 2017 through 2018, and the Outback, 2016 through 2018. On its website, Subaru says 7 affected models will lose the connectivity in February. That means it's on AT&T. And affecting features like the SOS emergency assistance, the ability to remotely lock and unlock your car. However, a complimentary software update is available for subscribers to Subaru's Starlink Safety Plus or Security Plus connected services. So you need to be a subscriber to get that. And I would note, from what I can understand on most of this, that if you're not a subscriber prior to the shutdown, it's not going to be able to get the update, which means it's not going to be able to connect to get it to you later. So it might be something to where you would want to subscribe for at least a month if you own that Subaru to get that update. And obviously then if you go to sell the car, you can say, hey, I've had that update. You can still do that. And maybe you cancel it after the month. Maybe you keep it. Maybe you like it. Who knows? But you do want to definitely know that, of course. Tesla's on this list, right? So Tesla announced that its Model S luxury sedans built before June 2015 will lose network connectivity in February. Once again, on AT&T. All right. So unless the owners pay $200 at a Tesla dealer to install a upgraded LTE capable modem, so you can pay $200 and get your car updated for your network connectivity through Tesla. Now Tesla actually put a number out there, so some people they're making us pay. It's a service they're providing, so I'm pretty sure that if you have to go into the dealer for anything, it's probably going to be something with all of these. It's probably going to be something where it's going to cost you something to do to get it updated, or you can just not use it, I guess. Without the upgrade, affected Model S sedans will lose a variety of connected features, including wireless, software updates, live traffic data, music streaming, and Tesla's Summon feature, which allows owners to remotely call their car in a parking lot to come and pick them up nearby without a driver. That's cool. Never seen that. Yeah, learned something, right? All right, so now we're up to Toyota. Like I said, Toyota has a lot of vehicles affected because they put the connected services in most of them. So the 4Runner, 2010 through 2019 4Runner. Now keep in mind, not every one of the vehicles have that SOS button. Look for the SOS button on a lot of these. If you see that SOS button, you're going to know whether it's an Audi, whether it's a Toyota, whether it's a Lexus. You see that SOS button, it probably has it. But it would still be within these year ranges if it's affected. So if it's a 2021 4Runner, you got the SOS button, you don't have to worry about it. It's fine. It's still in the system. But 4Runner, 2010 through 2019. Avalon, 2013 through 2018. Camry, 2013 through 2017. Highlander, 2014 through 2018. Land Cruiser, 2011 through 2017. Mirai, which is the hydrogen vehicle, 2016 through 2017. The Prius plug-in, 2012 through 2015. The Prius V, which is your station wagon looking Prius, 2012 through 2016. Your RAV4 EV, 2012 through 2014. And your Sienna, 2011 through 2017. Like I said, not all of them had it, but they did have it on several of the vehicles. Toyota says that its 3G connectivity for affected models will end November 1st, which is, like I said earlier. Company advised the vehicles to contact the Toyota dealership before December 1st to determine if their vehicle is eligible for a free software update. Now, Toyota has also listed the price. Free. Go Toyota. So eligible for a free software update to schedule an appointment. I am going to note something else. Just because Toyota is offering the software update for free doesn't mean that all dealerships will give it to you for free. They may charge you a service charge, so definitely check, and that's on all of these guys. So even if the company says it's free, but you have to go to the dealership, it's quite possible that a dealership could try to charge you for a service, and charge you for something. So always verify that before you let them work on your car, whether or not it's totally free or whether it's free, but they're going to charge you a service charge. Check that, right? So if your car isn't eligible, Toyota says you'll simply lose access to features like automatic collision notification, enhanced roadside and emergency assistance, which helps to locate your vehicle if it's stolen. All right, so there you go. So Volkswagen Atlas, 2018 through 2019, the Arteon, Arteon, however you say that word, 2018 through 2019, the Beetle, 2014 through 2019, the CC, 2014 through 2018, the EOS, 2014 through 2017, multiple Golf editions. So that means it's not all of them, but multiple Golf editions, 2014 through 2019, the Jetta, 2014 through 2019, the Passat, 2014 through 2019, and the Tiguan, 2014 through 2019. Volkswagen's connected features are available to drivers on a subscription basis. So if you are not a paid subscriber, you won't lose anything. However, if you drive one of the above models, you can have an active CarNet subscription. And you have an active CarNet subscription, you will lose features like emergency roadside call assistance, vehicle health reports, and the ability to check your fuel status remotely. You have a gauge for that while you're in the car, usually. All right, so Volkswagen says additional information will be available in the coming months for customers who want to continue the CarNet platform after the shutdown. Drivers should please check back closer to the February shutdown date. That's almost now, so 10 days from when I'm making this video, just so you know. Volvo, got some information from Volvo. The V60, 2015 and a half, there's a half in there, 2015 and a half to 2018. The V60 Cross Country, same dates. The XC60, 2015 and a half to 2017. The XC70, 2015 and a half to 2016, and the XC90 is 2016. Volvo's mobile partner is AT&T, which means the affected vehicles will lose 3G connectivity on February 22nd. The shutdown will cut off features such as real-time traffic updates, in-car access to the Volvo on-call app that offers emergency assistance and remote tracking. Swedish company's website says it'll offer an upgrade to at least some owners of the affected vehicles who are directed to fill out an online form for more information. So, is there more information than that out there? Yeah, there's a ton more information than that out there. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of a heads up that you could have things that were working and then they don't when it comes to certain cars. You could have functionality on a remote start. You could have navigation features where you normally had point of interest show up and they don't show up. There's a lot of things that are pushed through the cell phone system, and keep in mind that there are people that are getting mad at car manufacturers. I will say they do own some of this. The reason is that if you had a 2021 car, we've known that the 3G was going away for a long time, right? So, or that at least you were coming into 4 and 5G, and all of those systems were available at that point. So they kept putting in the old system because it was cheaper. So they do own some of that. But in all fairness, did they know that the 3G connectivity would have stopped? No, they couldn't have known that initially. But we've known it for a couple of years now that 3G was going to go away. And I don't know the exact time that it came through, but I mean it's something that people have known for a little while, that it was at least going to sunset. If they didn't know when, they knew it was going to. So a lot of the stuff that's timed on cars and stuff along those lines, that are, you know, anything connected, obviously that's going to be an issue. But like I said, I just wanted to get this information out to you. Hopefully, you guys saw some value in this. If you did, definitely click that like button for me. I appreciate that, and subscribe. I'll bring you anything that I get. Like I said, I know there will be haters out there that say old news. It might be old news to some. It's new news to others, but it's not news that I have reported yet. So I'm putting it out there so that you guys can at least know that. Like I said, this particular article. Excuse me, this particular article that I was reading from right here is actually from MSNBC, published on January 16th of 2022. I'll link that in the description so you guys can go and take a read on this yourself. Maybe seeing the list by itself will help you as well. So I'll definitely link that in the description. Tom Huddleston Jr. was the author on that one, so definitely great work by him. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. You know, if your car is affected and you've gone through getting it repaired, getting the update done, how did it work for you? How long did it take? Was there any cost involved? Especially on some of these, I mean, obviously Tesla's the only one that put a number on it. Toyota said free, but I mean, Tesla put $200 on it. So I'm curious to see hardware updates, software updates, what it'll cost, all those things. If you guys got that information, put it in the comments, and let's kind of figure out what it's going to cost for some of these cars. Chances are, if you have an Audi and you get a hardware update and you go in and it costs something, it'll probably be very similar for the rest of them. So go ahead and put that in there. If you guys work for them, put them in there too. We're just trying to help people out. So Steve Welch from Beekman Toyota in Nashville. Hopefully you guys found this to be informative. Definitely like, subscribe. Appreciate everyone of you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.